How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Heartland Farms. We are out here in the garden today. As you can see, it is quite weedy and looking more like a lawn. So we're going to do some weeding, and then we're going to go ahead and get some more plants in the ground.
You guys did a ton of weeding.
Yeah, we did. We started out weeding a lot. With Ashley's finger being cut, she wasn't able to come out and help us with the weeding. So it was just going to be June and I out there, and obviously we started out with your traditional weeding, you know, going through and just pulling the weeds out and doing what we could. I realized really quickly that was going to take an extremely long time for the size of the garden that we're running this year. We're trying not to rototill. We're doing the deep mulch method, so we're not rototilling. So it was going to take a long time. So I ended up, what I did was instead of weeding the entire thing out by hand, I ended up picking kind of a shortcut. And running the weed eater through there and just taking everything down as low as I could get it. So hopefully we won't have as many issues with them coming up. We do have some coming through, but not like what I would think we were gonna have. So
nothing like last year.
Yeah. Last year we got overrun. So it wasn't as bad as the year previous, but every year we're making small steps forward to keep the weeds at bay.
Okay. So what's the purpose of adding the straw?
So the straw is to go through and just to help keep the moisture in the ground. That straw will eventually break down and just add to the life of our soil. And beyond that, it's just to help keep the weeds knocked down. So what you do when you go to plant is you just pull the straw back, you plant your plant in the hole, and you put the straw almost back up touching to the actual plant itself. So that way there's not very much room for the sun to get down into the plant or to the weeds that are underneath.
Did you see an increase with worms? Because we strawed them last fall.
Yes, we went through last fall and we actually put almost a foot of straw across most of our garden. We put a lot of straw bales down. And that was one thing that really shocked me this year is every time I would go to plant, you dig a small hole and there would be worms in it. There were worms throughout all of our garden. It was fantastic. The soil was very rich, very dark. So it was just really good soil to plant into.
Okay, that's cool to hear. That's really cool to hear, like, from when we first started. I just remember it was kind of dark. It was really clay. Yeah,
we have fairly clay soil. We had a very thin layer of topsoil out there. It was our lawn at one point that we just rototilled under. So, I mean, we did have a little bit of that there, but because we've tilled it several times, and the last time we did it, we actually got a tractor out here with a very large rototiller on it. We dug down deep and we got into that clay. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's just kind of cool to see the progression of it all. So it looks like you had some issues with some chickens.
Yes. So I was carrying straw bales through and putting them down and not putting the gate or closing the fencing behind me, and I had some chickens that got in there and then they got stuck in the fence, and it was rather entertaining. The rooster was not a fan of me that day, but no chickens were harmed in the filming of this video, so.
Yeah, I can imagine Zeb, our rooster, wasn't really pleased.
No, he wasn't. He was very interested in what I was doing though. So.
Oh. So what did we even plant? What did we plant this year?
We did a lot of tomatoes. A lot of tomatoes. Beyond that, we have cabbage. We have cauliflower. We did beans. We did hot peppers, lots of hot peppers, and some bell peppers. We've got some pumpkins, like pie pumpkins. We've done some squash. And we have onions, and we did radishes already. We still got our garlic out there that hopefully will start dying back here soon. We'll harvest that. So.
I think, like, after reviewing last year, we kind of really want to make sure we hit the vegetables that we were primarily eating. And we noticed we eat a lot of peppers in our diet, especially the spicy ones. And
thinking on it now, we also have Brussels sprouts and eggplant out there that we don't ever eat. So, you know.
We're trying some new things.
Yeah, a little bit each.
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot. You did a ton. I'm really impressed with what you and June did together. I think it's awesome. So
she adds an extra layer of entertainment to the to any project. So.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for your work. It's appreciated.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you guys for tuning on in. Till next time.
Thanks.